What is going on, everybody? And I haven't did one of these videos in a while. Supposedly my ghost story videos. Since everybody are liking those. If you guys haven't noticed by now, I've been uploading about 11 videos so far, about almost a good dozen videos of Batman Return to Arkham City remastered for the PS4. Been doing gameplay, and I've been wanting to do gameplay for a long time. I know I can't do any voiceovers on it because if I do that, I gotta dim down the quality of the video, and I don't want to do that either. Eventually, I'm gonna be looking into a different video program so where I can have as I'm recording my gameplay, I can put this camera I'm using up right here and record myself talking. You know, like you see video game background, then you see like the little square box, the little person talking. Um, so I'll be doing that for you guys. But yeah, we'll be doing that. Be having the headphones on with it, everything. Um, don't know when I'm gonna get to that, but you guys really need to check out them videos, man. I've been doing it first for me. It's what I wanted to do. Second, doing it because it's something I love to do and I want to share my experience doing it. And then for the people that do watch them and my real supporters. So yeah, so today I'm gonna give you guys two ghost stories. It seems you guys all these they like the ghost videos more, and I can do story time if you guys want me to do that. Like stories about anything you want, you know. And I'm 26 years old. In my 26 years, I got stories for you. Okay, I got stories, man. If you guys want me to do some story time videos, I can do that too. I'm not really too sure on what I really want my channel to be. I don't know. It's all over the place, but hey, that's what it is, right? All over the place, and I guess it's okay to have different things here and there. Mix it up. It's what we can do. But yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get on with the story. Um, so like I said, I got two ghost stories. Uh, Let me see. I'm gonna share one with you, man. It's a camping trip story, obviously, and this was my experience. And I was with three people at the time, family members, and if you guys don't know, I'm originally from uh, Montana, Butte, Montana, and Montana was known for its minings back in the day, and also before the minings, it was known for its Indian tribes there, and also during the Mountain Man eras as well, especially during the Civil War. So that explains a lot right there, in a nutshell. And you can imagine there's tons of accidents and a lot of deaths in the Yellowstone area. That because it was known as a cursed place. And even though it's beautiful, but back then it was known for being cursed and all that. So we were in one of the mountain areas, almost kind of near. We were in your all like it was a full camping trip almost. Like you would go for like we went for like the weekend, took a week off, then we went right back for like almost a full whole weekend for the Yellowstone one. So we were in the Yellowstone area, and those parts in scary movies that you always read about, these urban legends or these signs about some guy going crazy and killing people in the woods, and he lived all the way in this area, and if he's known for haunting these woods now, things of that nature. You always have that one stupid person that reads those signs and jokes about it, right? Yeah, this was this incident, and you know we all please keep in mind, we also had we brought our pets, of course, and they were outside, chained up. And animals seem to love it in the outdoors. It seems to keep them calm. And we were camping in an RV. Well, kind of like not like a full RV, but like a trailer RV that folds down and all that. But we were camping in that, and and this happened around nighttime. So during the following day, no, actually not following day. So many hours later, um, I'm not gonna name anybody's names in these because I'm not gonna put them out there like that. But the person we were walking with, we was walking to the bathroom area, and this is a camping, resort area. So now, they got the bathroom areas and stuff, all that nowadays. Um, read the sign about this. I guess he was like a mountain guy who eventually went crazy and slaughtered people. Your usual story, pretty much. And I guess he's known for haunting the woods and all that mess. Obviously, you guys heard the story before. The usual type of, don't read the sign, this and that, like I said. So that saves me some time. So around this, following night, I felt something. I felt weird. I felt very off. Like, everyone else was asleep, dead silence, and you couldn't hear any crackling in the woods at all. Because when you go camping, you step on twigs, sticks, leaves, and it all crunches around you, and that sound. Well, this none of that happened yet. Remind you, yet. And by the time I was starting to fall asleep, the the camper kind of started moving like this, and it did it almost throughout the entire night. And I'm getting blamed for it. It's not me. I can't. I'm not. I was still young. And I wasn't. My body still was developing, and I wasn't that strong enough to move a camper like that. And I constantly got blamed for it. And I always felt like there was somebody on this side of me, outside of the RV, watching. Like they could see through the shit. Like they could see through the walls or something. And I just felt funny. I couldn't explain it. So about almost a couple minutes later, by the time it was over with, you started hearing the cracking and the kind of like footsteps breaking twigs and shit around our camp area, and the dogs going stupid. It wasn't the dogs, man. It wasn't, you know, they were barking. Animals can see things, that we can't see at times. And they know something's there. And that was like probably my second scariest camping trip, because I know one of my other camping trips that I've been on, and it's not really a ghost story one, but it's considered creepy to me, and it's like something you would see on a movie. So it was like a camping trip, like a church camping trip. This one I used to be going to churches and stuff. I don't anymore. And nobody was prepared. Didn't bring tents, sleeping bag, food, nothing. Not even stuff to light a fire at all. So, as you can imagine, it's in like middle of November, cold. It started raining, and we were underneath the shed area, like you see in the parks. And we just so happened to be camping in one that had one of the fireplaces. Obviously, there's tables. Well, me and a buddy of mine's, we were up all night talking, listening to music until we fell asleep. Now I'm in a like thin jacket, thin socks, like anklets, um, and my hair just had hair gel in it because I didn't get a chance to wash that out before I went out there. So I suffered that whole weekend with my hair, and I had my beanie cap on, pulled it over my face, and you literally still couldn't sleep. So I pulled it back over, and you know those scenes in the old, in the Friday 13th movies where they're in the woods and you see like that gloomy light type of like mist in the backgrounds. Yeah, that was literally like that, and you can hear what sounded like trees, branches crackling and falling down in the background. So, to make matters worse, sleeping on the hard concrete was uncomfortable. So I take a stick, I dig my own little holes. There was already a hole there, I just kind of had to make it bigger. Slept inside the hole, leaves on me, sticks. Still, remember, it's still raining. We had nothing to protect us. Sleeping in the damn rain. With my beanie cap pulled over my head. Still hearing the crackling in the woods. Okay? And to make matters more worse, I think they're like coyotes or wolves that were howling. And I was happy to go home the next day because I'm not having this. No. Uh-uh. No. So that was one of my other camping trips. Like I said, I know that one wasn't scary, but it was more creepy and like uncomfortable. Um, so my third ghost story, and this would be like the last one for right now. Um, it's my story, but it's not my story, and it's like kind of like focused on other people, what they experienced. And there's a reason why I say that, because at this time I was born. I was like a week born already, or maybe a couple of days. So I wasn't even one at the time. And to paint you guys a picture, to give you guys like a prescription of the environment. It used to be a cemetery, okay, a morgue, then a motel, then apartments, and then they don't do this anymore, but there used to be like these hospitals. Hospitals used to carry they used to include apartment rooms at the time. If a loved member was sick, or if your child was being born or ill, they would offer rooms for the people to stay on the other side, right? On the side of the hospital. They don't do this anymore though. A lot of those rooms now, they take them and turn them into hospital rooms, of course. And downstairs there was a morgue, so they re-added the morgue. Okay. And I remember the name of this hospital was Green Cloverfield Hospital, right next to an old abandoned baseball park. Okay, and right across the street were the projects. Okay, yet again, this was in Montana and Butte. So, you gotta remember, I was born, and I wasn't one yet. And I guess there were some things bothering me. I guess I don't remember because when you're that young, you're not going to develop a memory yet. You're not, you're still very new to the world. Your body's still, you know, you're not going to start really working up a memory till, I guess people say after the age of 5, which mine was starting to be at 6 years old. Um, but I guess some things were bothering me, and kids when they're born, we are tend to born with a sixth sense, and a good majority of us are, lose that sixth sense when we get older, and some of it stays with us. But infants are known to see things that adults can't see. No one knows why that is, and I'm glad no one knows why, because I'd be something I really would not want to know at all. But I guess some things were bothering me, and they could hear people talking in my room through the baby monitors. You gotta remember back then these were those old kind of like walkie-talkie monitors. They didn't have these new updated ones with visual and all that. No, and I'm glad they didn't because I would hate this. If it was me, I'm gonna pause right here. If that was me, and like, you know, like imagine looking through a baby monitor like the ones they got now with the visual, and seeing how your child reacts to some voices that ain't in the room, or seeing something that you do not want to see through that visual, that would make any parent uncomfortable. And like try putting yourself in that situation. That's yeah. I wouldn't want that for anybody at all. So around the next, I don't know. So around the next following night, my father, you know, looks at his doorway, and he sees my sister or something that's imitating my older sister. Okay, and he called her name out, and no response. So as he kept calling her name out, still no response, right? Which was weird. So that following morning, he said, "Was you standing at the doorway?" And my sister said, "What? No, I wasn't even up. I was asleep." Like, she wasn't nowhere close to his room. He was like way down, almost on the other side. And I guess this happened just about everybody in there. Not to just wow. Like, no one really speaks on their experiences there at the hospital, and that's about the only story I know, which I just now shared to you guys. Um, so yeah, that's about it for my ghost stories right now, and I'm out.